Hey everyone! Today we are going to be walking through my first time using a menstrual cup. If you enjoy this video, please comment, let me know if you relate to any of this, if you have any questions on it. But yeah, so with that being said, let's dive right into it. So this little guy I got for free. My school was trying to be more eco-friendly successfully, and they gave out a bunch of these for free, and this is specifically an Organicup. It is, so yeah, about that big. There are multiple different folds for how to get this into you. I was very nervous the first time I did it. But yeah, so personally, I got it. I was excited. You're supposed to boil it for sanitary reasons, so I did that. You're then told that you should practice it before you actually get your period. So that makes sense. I tried that. It didn't go super great. I got it in, and then I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. So then I kind of took it out right after, but obviously I wasn't bleeding because I wasn't on my period yet, so I didn't really know if it was in there properly. So then fast forward a couple days, and I actually get my period. I'm like, all right, it's time to actually try this thing. So the fold that I have found the most helpful is, I think it's called the push down fold or something like that. So you literally just push your finger in there like this, and then it folds in on itself, and then you go in, you insert with this right here, and then eventually once it's fully inside your vagina, it will pop out. And they tell you that you will know it pops out because you can just feel around the bottom here. You just feel it. And you think that seems easy until you go to feel for it, and you are very much so inside yourself trying to feel this thing, and it's uncomfortable, arguably. At least for me it was. So I learned a lot about my anatomy through the use of this Organicup. I got very, very frustrated. I almost started crying at one point because I was so overwhelmed that I couldn't get it in. I think my angle was just really thrown off. So once I eventually got it in, it made a really weird, you could tell there was movement of air, and I think that was just itself getting situated. And then this tab was partially not fully inside of me. And then eventually, by the time it worked its way to where it needed to go, I guess, I could not find the tab. I could not see it. And it ended up being pretty in me. And that scared me too, because I was I have to go to the hospital. I need to get this thing taken. I can't find it. But eventually I did find it. Like I said, I got to know my anatomy a little bit. And once again, stressful first time taking it out. But it had about that much blood in it, and I had left it in for 6, 7, 8 hours. I know it's a span, but I'm pretty light. I don't bleed a whole bunch on my period, thankfully. So then the next day I was round 2. It took me a couple tries to get it in. So they sometimes recommend putting it in the shower. I never did that. If I do take a shower though, I will leave it in the shower. But yeah, this thing is snug as a bug in a rug, but it's obviously in your vagina, and it is just, it's all up in there, and it works wonders, honestly. After I got over my frustration and anger towards this little thing, the last 2 to 3 days of my period, I would just put this in the morning, and I literally wouldn't take it out until after dinner. And that was an interesting experience in itself, because as you will come to find, the contents of what you are actually taking out of your body and what should actually be leaving your body during your period looks nothing like what you see on a tampon, but slightly different than what you see on a tampon. I also never said this, but I never had any leaks or spills, not once. That might have been beginner's luck. I don't really know, but never once when I said I successfully used this, I never had any sort of spilling. I never filled the cup too much. I never, literally no leaks ever at all. So that was great. And yeah, I would say that it's going to take a lot of experimentation of your own will and willingness But like I said, so I mentioned that I think it's punch down. I think it's called the punch down fold is what worked best for me. Some people could also, you can fold it in half like this. That's a C fold. Other folds are pushing it down from like the corner. But either way, to me, I found it the most helpful to just try to get a very small insertion point, and then from there working it up. They always say to relax, and that if you relax, that will be easy with putting it in and taking it out, but it's obviously hard to be relaxed when you're flustered. So I would just say don't overwork yourself. Try it. If it doesn't work, put a tampon in, put a pad in, whatever you do, and then revisit it. Personally, before I put it in, I will run the tip, like the top of this, like over some water, like right here, and then I will use that. There's also water-based lubricant that you can buy to help put this in, but I haven't used that. But all in all, I'd say it's a very solid product. You're doing well for yourself because you're actually letting contents come out of your body. You don't have toxic, like cotton, but not really cotton products in you. And it also just makes your day a whole lot easier. And obviously for the environment, you're not just constantly throwing away tampons or pads or whatever products you use. This is very quick and easy. And I think that on the website it said that this lasts for 2 years. So yeah, this is completely not sponsored. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I would definitely say it is worth however much it costs. Yeah, so I will be using this for my second time, like second period time next week. I will then give another update if I see drastic changes in my quickness of how well I can insert it and take it out. When I first started doing it, though, I would definitely play some music and just know that I'd be in the bathroom for a little while trying to figure it out. But once I was able to figure it out, I was able to take it out, rinse it out, clean it, like rinse it, clean it, and put it back in within like less than 5 minutes. And obviously, I'd say it's a pretty good situation. So yeah, I hope that was helpful for you. Moral of the story, it's worth it. Just keep trying. You're going to have to get comfortable with your fingers in your vagina around and dealing with that. But once you figure that out, you will be good to go. So best of luck to you and your, like I said, this is Organicup, but just menstrual cup in general. I know there's ones called Diva cups. There's a bunch of other ones I think coming out too, but it is worth it. And I hope that you are able to find the ease of use that I am working on finding, but I think I have almost found. So yeah, happy perioding. Okay, yeah, have fun on your next period.